Hey, factoids! We have returned. Welcome to the new location of the Lex Factor compound. And welcome back to a brand new episode of the Lex Factor Show, where we talk about 80s and 90s pop culture and video games from the 80s and 90s. But today, it's a special episode. It's a welcome back episode, since I'm sorry that I haven't been putting out new podcast episodes. It's just that we was on the verge of moving, and now we are officially done moving from Texas to Washington State. You want to know what's funny? My family thought we were moving to Washington D.C. I said, no, Washington State. Who wants to live in the state capital? Okay, forget what I said. If you live in there, more power to you. Okay? And look who's back. My brand new co-host. If she wants to be my co-host, give it up for Miss Cheyenne, everybody.
How y'all doing?
And yes, we're doing this episode all about her because we had a good discussion when we was catching up, and people really don't talk about the trial series, so we're gonna have different topics, but our main topic is gonna be about it's called the trial series for beginners. Would that be fun? Yeah. So, and also, I just want to put this out before we officially start, that since last night, a few of my friends in Texas was at the midnight opening for the new Legend of Zelda game, and I was like, wait, GameStop still does that? And sorry about the plane, if y'all can hear it. Right now everybody's playing the new Legend of Zelda game, and this portion of the Lex Factor Show is brought to you in part by
Zelda,
the Encyclopedia.
Nice.
And can you believe I got this book for $30? Yeah, on the back it says $39.99, but I got this for $30 because it was on sale at a moving trading company in Texas. If y'all don't know what moving trading company is is like a place where you can find all your favorite shows that you grew up with, games that you grew up with, and DVDs and Blu-rays. Yeah, they sell new stuff over there too.
Nice.
And yeah, so that's how I found this. So,
is it any cooler up there in Washington?
like weather-wise?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And like my wife said, like the weather's gonna be like in the highs of the 80s and 90s, and I was like, I walked in that kind of weather before. Doesn't bother me. It's just that the Texas heat will get you during the summers.
It's a dry heat. It's fine. I'm like, no, it's not. It's still hot. Doesn't matter if it's dry or humid or whatever.
Oh yeah, when we first came,
a little bit, but
when we first officially arrived here in Tacoma, it was getting a lot of rain.
Yeah, it rains a lot up there, I think.
Hey, I like rain.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Especially with the warm rain, it's not that bad.
And yeah, people keep on telling me like it snows up there. It snows up there, Edward, and I'm like, I lived in Arizona, so I survived heavy snow and blizzards.
It snows in like most of the country, honestly.
Yeah, but here's the kicker: the snow doesn't stick when it hits the ground.
Yeah, I hear it doesn't snow all that much in Washington State. Honestly, it doesn't stay not where I am in New York, Western New York. We got lake effect snow.
Ooh.
So like that, yeah, that's the majority of like half the year we got snow.
Well, yeah, and it's cool to that when we go to Seattle, we go to our favorite spot where we went on vacation. But too bad it's closed off because they're building more. They're about to build something over there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
Well, you have plenty of time to go once it's finished, though.
No, I think they're building like a new building over there or something. I don't know. I was like, ugh. But I was happy that my wife finally went to her favorite place to get her breakfast. It's a place called Biscuit Bitch.
Nice.
Yeah. When they call up your order, they say this: come get your order, bitch. Your order,
Nice.
bitch. Yeah, and also I cannot wait to get my very own Seattle Kraken hockey jersey because
Nice.
because I always wanted to get a jersey with my last name on the back of it. I was like, "Ooh, I could get this." So yeah, the Seattle Mariners, the baseball team, the hockey team, the Seattle Kraken. When I first came up here, they said the Seattle Kraken. I was like, "When did this happen?" This, release the Kraken, unleash the Kraken.
Oh,
So
Kraken.
I am the Kraken, and what's amazing that they defeated the unstoppable Colorado Avalanches. I was like, oh damn, like oh, like the Avalanches are they're like the Los Angeles Kings back in the '90s when Wayne Gretzky was on their team. Sorry for all that sports tangent, but yeah. So Cheyenne, are you ready to talk about your favorite game series?
I'll give it a shot. I'm by no means an expert. I'm learning as I go, like everyone, but
Yeah, I know it's all right. I just like to call you the expert because the only game from the series I played was Trials of Cold Steel 2 and no,
you started with two?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. You probably was so lost. You're like, what's going on? Well, they
No,
probably give you like a good back, like, oh, this is what happened previous or something. Yeah.
no, don't. Hey, I didn't dive in. I didn't win, dive in head first in the series. I went to a video to teach me
Oh,
about it.
okay. Okay, I got you. You like did research before you just dived in. I got you. All right.
Yeah, I played the second one and the third one, and for a good price, I got the fourth game, the day one edition, for like $40.
Nice.
Still sealed and everything, and I'm like,
Yeah, because actually, like I think just the normal version, like sealed, is still going for like $60, $70. It's getting harder to find.
what
Surprise.
what for the fourth one?
Yeah, Trails of Cold Steel 4 is still going for a lot.
Oh my, got myself lucky that I got it for a good price.
Yeah, it did.
So so tell me your history.
So,
I mean,
it's
tell us t- tell us your history of the game when you first explored it.
all
Yeah.
right. So, the series is it's technically called the Legend of Heroes series. And they have different trilogies. So they have different story arcs. So like multiple games in one story arc, right? And it originally came on the PSP. And there's three games that came on the PSP, and the order was weird too. Um, but
It was it like Final Fantasy where when it came over here it was called Final Fantasy 3.
yeah. Oh, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm not prepared. Oh my god.
Well, we talked about it. Ooh.
Well, I'm just trying to remember what the one arc was called because that's the first one, and I'm not familiar with that one as much.
Okay.
Let me just look up the arc really quick.
Take your time, and as she's looking, just to let y'all know that I finally found my soundtracks from the different E series. This one right here is the East Nine Monstrum Nox Chains of Chains and Chanson's official soundtrack.
Nice.
It came with the collector's edition. That's really cool. And right here, I got this when I got the special edition of Ease from Memories of Salsetta. And this right here is E's musical selections, past and present. So different music from each game. And it comes with the soundtrack from the MSX versions. Ooh, nice. And yeah, did you know that? Yeah, did you know that my friend he gave me a copy of no wait, he didn't give it to me. Like I found a copy of E7 for the PSP for a good price when I was at Anime Fest. So
All right, sorry about that.
It's all right.
So the Trails fans don't really talk about the first trilogy that much, so I was couldn't remember what the actual trilogy series was because like each trilogy, each couple games that make up the story arc is its own series or its own like arc, whatever you want to call it. So there was 3 games on the PSP when it first came out called Legend of Heroes. It wasn't called Trails of anything. And I think the first game that was released was the first game that was localized in America was actually the second game. So the first game, the official first game was called Legend of Heroes 2 on the PSP. So people got a little confused. But that was called the Gag Harv trilogy. And I know it sounds really weird, but apparently that was a trilogy for the original 3. Not that many people really play it or talk about it because it wasn't built up that much yet. And it's very loosely connected to the rest of the series. So it's like...
I see. Well, sorry that I was going to say, sorry that I went head first into that story arc, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
So I'm just going to talk about the different series in order of release.
Okay.
So then, where I came into the series, because I remember seeing like back in the day, I remember seeing Legend of Heroes like 1 and 2 on the PSP in store shelves. I think it was like in FYE in the mall. I remember seeing it, but I never actually played those. But I was like, it looked kind of interesting, but it would just kind of look a little generic, and I just kind of assumed it was not very good. And I still haven't played it to this day either, so I don't... I have so many games to play, and I'm like, I haven't gotten around to those ones yet, to be honest. But I started with Trails in the Sky, the first one. So the Trails in the Sky, or the liberal arc. It's hard to pronounce it. It's not like a liberal, like Democrats and liberals. It's like liberal, like Liberal.
Liberal.
Yeah, something like that. So it's not like, it's not spelled the same way as like a liberal. It's like liberal, whatever. So the Trails in the Sky series is Trails in the Sky 1, 2, 2nd chapter, and 3. Which I don't know why they call it the 2nd chapter, but instead of 2, but and these were games. The first one was definitely on the PSP, and then the second one was on the PSP and no, just the PSP, I think actually. But that took the second one. So the first one was localized right away. And then the second one took a while to be localized because these are really big, huge games with a lot of text. So it took a huge undertaking for, I think it was Xseed at the time, to
Yeah,
actually like translate the whole thing. And if you actually look up the backstory of like how like the game almost didn't come to America at all because
yeah,
of how long and how big the game, the undertaking was just
yeah,
to translate these games. So it was a very long undertaking. And I have actually, hold on one second.
yeah. Because I remember watching Matt McMuscle's "What Happened" episode where he talks about Trials in the Sky and like how hard it was to try to get it
Yeah.
translated. And I was like, geez, and like one lady did all the translation. I was like,
It's insane. And it's like, yeah. And so it's kind of funny because it's like they have these little gags where it's like you open a chest and you get whatever's in it, and then you try to open the chest again and you get little like notes from the devs where it's like, oh, nothing here but us spiders or something cute like that. Or one of them that I really liked was like, please help, we've been stuck translating this game for years, dev team. That actually wasn't one of them. I thought that was really cute.
oh wow,
But here I got the very first Trails in the Sky on PSP, the collector's edition.
He-
Uh, yeah, and it's really nice.
yeah,
Uh, if you can see that, it originally was $30 back in the day, or $40 back in the day.
yeah.
But yeah,
I was gonna say that album looks like the cover of East Memories of Salsetta box.
yeah,
I don't have the PSP version. I mean the Vita version. I don't have the Vita version of it, but I have the PS4 version when they put it on the PS4, and I enjoyed it.
I have the Switch version, but I don't. I just have the base version. I don't have the collector's edition, unfortunately. But
Mine was just a special edition because that's all they had.
yeah. But actually, Falcom, the company Falcom, makes both E's and it makes this series too.
Yeah, I know. And you want to know what's amazing?
Really cool.
They was uh Neon Falcom. Yeah, they was following me on Twitter before it got obliterated.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a really cool game developer, honestly, and they make some really good games.
And yeah, and also people, if you want to check out some cool games from Falcom, please check out the Basement Brothers because that's a good channel because one one of the brothers talk about some of the East games that was on the PC 98, and I thought oh, that's cool. So, and what's cool is that they have a video of them going to the convention, going to the Neo Falcom game convention. I was like, oh, I want to go there too. So I take home some East memorabilia, and
Yeah.
on display was the very first East game for the PC 98.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, oh, I want to take that home with me, but I can't read Japanese. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yes, people, I'm a big East fanatic. so so yeah, I bought the third one digitally. Or was it physically? Of Trials of Cold Steel. The,
Was it the third one or second one?
the third one.
Oh, okay.
I think I played the second one. I don't know if I have it digitally or physically. I just gotta go and see when I unpack because I was playing a little bit of the second one and I was getting into the to the hack and slash.
Well, I'm not there yet, but yeah. So,
Why? Where are you?
oh, I'm still with Trails in the Sky. Yeah, I haven't even started. But yeah, so Trails in the Sky 1 and 2 are on the PSP, and you can also play them on the Vita. And they're actually still up. Both 1 and 2 translated are still up on the Vita store. I know you can't like outright use a credit card to buy money, but if you were to buy like a PSN card, you can still add funds to the Vita store and do it that way, or if you want to pirate it, it's fine. Or just get a PSP. The PC versions are also up. All three are up on Steam also for those. Yeah. It depends. I like playing a handheld myself. Like I prefer more of a handheld experience, but
yeah, I like handhelds too. It's just that I just hate it when I get it into the game. My hands start to crap up because how small they are because I have big hands.
Yeah, I have like this like grip thing for the Vita that helps a bit. It gives you extra grip for it. But yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, I got half of the original Eve series on my Steam account, and I can play it so good on. It feels so good playing on my my Steam Deck.
Yeah, because that's a lot bigger. You like it doesn't hurt, cramp your hands or anything.
Oh yeah, and I have fun playing the original Doom on there.
Nice.
And
Doom can run on anything now.
Huh?
Doom can run on anything now.
Yeah, and what else? What else? What's amazing is that my wife, she could run Doom on her little handheld computer.
Mm-hmm.
And she could run Yakuza Like a Dragon on it.
Nice.
But yeah, so yeah, people. If you want to get into this game series, feel free and like what Cheyenne said, it's on Steam right now. Or if you want to try to get it on the PSN store, just add funds on it for your account. And
well, that's just the first series.
Oh yeah, the other Tales game I played was Tales of Arise because I like hack and slash games.
They're not related though.
I know, but still.
Oh, okay. No, the Tales of series are really good though. Most all of them are pretty good.
Oh yeah, because I enjoyed the story of Tales of Arise, but I just wish she could get more characters on it.
Yeah, I'm still playing Tales of Zestiria.
I was gonna say I got the strategy guide for that I got it for $14.
Nice. It's a good game.
Yeah, but
I know a lot of people didn't like that one particularly that much, but I enjoy it.
Yeah,
and
but
it's like a lead up into Berseria, which is also really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna name any names of a certain content creator who didn't like it because it didn't fit her. It didn't fit her standards. I'm like, okay. So yeah.
But yeah, so after Trails in the Sky, in America we got Trails of Cold Steel started then.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. But recently, like in Japan, they had 2 other games that never came to America until recently, called Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, and those are the Crossbell arcs, which technically take place in between Trails in the Sky and Trails from Cold Steel. So there's that's a Crossbell arc that takes place in between the 2 game trilogies, or not trilogies, but series.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to technically play Trails in the Sky first, then the Crossbell series, which are the 2 games that just finally was localized officially in English. Crossbell or Zero, Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, and then start Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, because I think Trails of Cold Steel 2 or 3 Trails of Cold Steel 3 kind of spoils what happens in Crossbell or something like that. So you would want to play the Crossbell series first before you play that, because otherwise you just get spoiled, and I guess that's technically the right order. And then there's 3 or 4 different spin-off games that are coming out, like Naruto, I think, is the spin-off action RPG that's coming off of it, and Trails into Reverie is coming out, which is closes the series out. And then they're even talking about possibly a new series after Trails of Cold Steel that they might continue, but that's not even no information yet on that. But it's a really fun series. It is turn-based, so if you don't like full strict 100% turn-based, you might not like it, but the like amount of like heart in these characters, they feel real, and
Yeah,
it's really good, and I highly recommend it for anyone who's a fan of turn-based RPGs, because a lot of people don't really know about it that much, and it's very good. And there's like a growing fan base for these games, the series, and people are like, well, I mean, you know how people ship different characters and everything like that, but
yeah,
but it's a good series, and I highly recommend it.
yeah, yeah. And what else? Yeah, there are some characters in certain games that I get hooked on, and yeah, people. I still play turn based. Yeah, I like to play. I like to play hack and slash games. I just want to turn my brain off and just ah, you know. But yeah, I still play turn based. That's why I still go back to my personal favorite turn based RPG called a little game called Dragon Quest VIII. That is
Yeah, that's a good one.
that
That's a really good one.
that was the game where my late friend Mary, she got me into the Dragon Quest series.
Nice.
So I went back and I was trying to find a good way to play the original games when it came over here. So I just bite the bullet and got to play Asia version of all the Dragon Quests 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I got that one too. But like I was kind of disappointed with how it wasn't fully pixelated. It was more like
Yeah.
the art for the monsters. I was a little disappointed in that, but I mean that's you don't have a whole lot of choices. It's like you either do that or you literally get the Nintendo ROM. But
Or get
yeah,
it. I was gonna say, or emulate it.
well that's what I mean. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
I got Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6. No, I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the DS and 3DS.
Speaking of Dragon Quest,
Oh, that's cute.
got this from Play Asia, and I think I got the last one too.
Nice.
This
I
was
remember
like
they had. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I remember they had like a slime like PS2 controller at one point.
Yeah,
Like
no, I think it was for the PS3 or PS4.
maybe it was the PS3. Yeah, it's just like a PlayStation controller with a slime,
Yeah,
and that was really cute. I remember.
yeah. And what's cool is that I got this for myself, and I got my friend Halo, the angel slime, where it has a halo and wings on it.
Nice.
It was pink too. And what's cool about this plushie is that it's the
35th anniversary. Nice. I'm really excited for that new one coming up, but we're not going to see that till next year, probably at least.
yeah, and also I saw the gameplay of East 10 is going to be dropping in Japan this year, and I said, screw that. I'm going to give myself a Japanese copy. I'm not going to wait like 1 or 2 years for it to come over here.
Oh, it's going to take a while.
Oh yeah, I know. That's
But I'm really excited they brought this to the 3DS, Dragon Quest 7.
Yeah, I need to get that.
Because I remember back in the day, I'm an old person.
I'm old too. Yeah, you see all this white coming in my beard.
Actually, I haven't even opened this yet, but I need to play this. But I remember when I was younger, I was looking for Dragon Quest 7 on the PlayStation because like originally it was on the PlayStation, and that was like the first Dragon Quest game to come to the PlayStation, and it was like 4 discs or something long. And I remember I was always looking for. Go ahead.
No, keep talking. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Okay. No, yeah, I was always looking for it like in flea markets. Like we had a lot of flea markets back then, and like they would sometimes sell rarer games or harder to find games there. Like there would be like game dealers that would like game dealers that would actually come along and like be like a setup stay. Like you would go there every week and they'd still be there, and they would be selling more harder to find games, especially PlayStation 1, PS2 type games. And I remember I was always looking for Dragon Quest 7, and I could never find it. And this was like before eBay and Amazon was kind of big thing. Because, like, I mean, yeah, the internet was still in its infancy back then, so it wasn't really that, like, safe to buy stuff. Like, a lot of people back then was like, oh no, you can't actually buy stuff online. People are going to steal your information. And that's still kind of true to this day. But it's like back then, people were super wary about buying anything online. And, yeah, it's just. But I'm glad I finally was able to get this. I got this and Dragon Quest 8, although I did have Dragon Quest 8 on PS2 also. But this one was always super crazy hard to find on the PS1. And so I'm glad they ported this over finally. And I wish they would just like make a whole collection of like Dragon Quest 4, 5, 6, at least 4, 5, and 6, and port those to the Switch. Maybe along with some of these. But they probably aren't going to do that. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, but it's Japanese, but I don't care.
Yeah, how many discs are in there?
One.
Is it a 2-disc or a 4-disc?
Is it? It looks like it's a 2-disc.
Oh, okay.
I'm just making sure, buddy. But yeah. Yeah, it's 2 discs.
I don't have that many PS1 games physically left anymore. I have Star Ocean 2, I have Breath of Fire 3, and Tail Concerto, and Final Fantasy 9. So that's all I really got left for PS1.
Yeah, and what else? There are
a lot more.
I was gonna say there are other good RPG games for the PS1 that people that people looked over because of Final Fantasy, of course.
Right, and that's the problem. Is like people think like Final Fantasy is the only good RPG or whatever, and that's obviously not true at all. And so, like, I think, in my opinion, like Final Fantasy is overrated. I'm not even really excited for the new Final Fantasy coming out, to be honest.
I used to until Yoshi P wants to go on a tangent and say like I didn't like he doesn't like to play games on easy. I'm like like okay, that's yours, but don't talk down on your fans about it who play games on easy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I know. I play my games on easy or normal. I started. I was gonna say
the type of game, but
yeah, I play on easy at first to learn the attacks and everything. Then I kick it up a notch.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to like go full on super hardcore in a game you never played before. You know.
I know. So, yeah.
But like people like, in my opinion, Dragon Quest is a lot better series than Final Fantasy because it's been being made right alongside of Final Fantasy the whole time.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's just a better game series. And it's like consistently better games. Like every Dragon Quest game is unique and better, in my opinion, than every Final Fantasy game. Because there's only a few Final Fantasy games I really, really liked.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest games, like almost all of them are pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Quest, the original, the old Dragon Quest games like 1 to 3 and 4. Yeah, there are balls to the wall tough, but that's why you have to grind.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's turn based, so and I got nothing against that.
Right. And then even Tales of series, even though it's not turn based, but still an RPG series that's been around for a long time, and that's a really great game series too. I remember I had Tales of Destiny on the PlayStation 1, and I think that was the first like Tales of game to come to America localized.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some before that in Japan that eventually got localized, but at the time I think that was the first one.
Yeah, and also like I tell people like I'm a big Ys fan, and that's why I got these,
Yeah.
But yeah, Ys Origins is a very fun game. I do recommend it.
I think I do have Ys Origins. That's one of the only older ones that I have. I have Ys Origins. Oh, I have or like flagellin, oath of flagellin, or whatever that is.
Oh, you mean the Otho Felgana?
Yeah, I can never pronounce that one. I have that, the PS4 version of that, digitally remastered or whatever, the newer version of that.
Yeah, the Otho Felgana
Yeah.
is like it's just a remastered version of East 3.
PS. Yeah. Oh, East 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have that one on the PS4 also. And then I have 8 and 9. 8's on the Switch and 9's on the PS4.
Oh yeah, I love playing East 8, and yeah, the music on that is so amazing, and I do love the settings of it, and
Yeah.
what I like, yeah, and yeah, when they ported East 8 on the Switch, I saw everybody complaining about it. How like I try to see why y'all complain about it, like, oh, frame rates, huh?
Mm.
They did this. No, I think it was East 9 that had the frame rate problems
Yeah, no, because I
for the
played
Switch
Ease
version.
8 and it was playing fine. So I think it might be Ease 9 because I know Ease 9 even on the base PS4 for Ease 9 it was still having some frame rate issues. If you had a PS4 Pro or PS5, it runs fine. But I think with a base PS4, it might still have frame rate issues. I'm not
No,
quite sure.
no, and I didn't see no frame rate drops on my end. I haven't.
Okay, I might be wrong then.
No, no, I remember
But
it
it's a
was
graphically intense game, so I don't think it would be kind of hard to run on PS4 or I mean Switch.
yeah,
I would
because
I would imagine.
yeah, I know East 9 wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it because have you played it yet?
Not really. That's on my backlog of games I still have to play.
Oh, well,
It
uh,
looked fun though. I
no,
mean, I
no,
had a lot of fun.
I was gonna say I wasn't gonna spoil it for you, so forget what I say.
It does look fun though. Like a lot. I
Yeah,
seen a little bit of the intro though, so like where
yeah, we're out of nowhere East. I mean, where Adol gets imprisoned for no reason.
well, that's kind of a go-to with that. Although I think he's used to that by now. I'm sure.
And yeah, and yes, people on East 10, he gets shipwrecked again. I'm like,
Again, like this bro must have like PTSD from going stepping on a ship. He probably has PTSD at this point.
yeah, and what's funny is that Neo Falcom that they went with the joke and made a T-shirt of it. And I'm like, no, that's just wrong. At all
Maybe
face.
next time he should be like.
Go ahead.
Maybe next time they should have him like on an airship and the airship crashes instead. He's
Hey,
like,
that
son of a.
that would actually kill him.
Yeah, that's true though.
And yes,
No, they could just like have it like oh, mysteriously survived.
him and Dogi and I saw the gameplay of East 10 and oh my goodness, they made Dogi into a himbo. I'm like, what y'all do to Dogi? Y'all could have just kept him like he was on East 8 or East 9. You know, now he looks like a character that Brendan Fraser may play. I'll show I'll show you the video later.
All right, I'll have to see this.
And Adol, they gave him anime eyes,
Of course.
like now they're bigger. Now they're big. And what I like about East 8 and East 9 and the upcoming East 10 is that you can actually pick up what Adol can say.
Mm.
But he's still a silent protagonist. But like everybody goes to their favorite silent protagonist, Link. But me, it will always be Adol.
Mm.
And yeah, people, the E series, it doesn't the story doesn't continue. It's not a continuing story like the Tale series, or it's just its own game series. So But yeah, if you wanna experience East, please check out East 8. It's cheap right now. It's on the PS4 and PS5 and Steam and I think Switch, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's like with the Trails of like the Trails series, like you don't have to play Trails in the Sky or the Crossbell arcs. You can start with Trails of Cold Steel 1 and go 1, 2, and 3 and 4.
yeah,
And that's still self-contained enough to like get the gist of the story and the world. Like if you like those games, then you can go to the older games and like see a bigger picture of the world, but you don't absolutely have to start with the in this Trails in the Sky and go in order. I'm like, you can do like Trails from Zero and then Trails to a Zero and do the Crossbell arc, or you can start any of the story arcs. Just don't start with like Cold Steel 3 and then like no, like because like maybe just start with like the first game in the arc, but after that you'll be okay. You don't have to absolutely have to like play every single game of the series in order to understand.
that's funny. but yeah. But oh my goodness, like I really do enjoy talking RPGs with you. It's it's kind of hard to find a friend who enjoys being on a podcast and just talk about art, their favorite RPG game series. And
Yeah.
and also if you want to if you want a big picture of the E series, you should start with E's origins because it's a very good origin story of the twin goddesses
Right.
and the land of Ease.
Did two ever the East two ever be remade in America? What's that one?
Ease two.
Because one is Origins and then Flagellum one is three.
No, 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 no. Yeah, no. Are you talking? Oh, yeah.
Or is it like ported anywhere, or is it still only like on Commodore 64 or something?
No, you can play Ease two on. It's on Steam right now, if I remember.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about Yeah, Ease book one and two? Yeah, I have them.
Oh, so that's different than Origins then?
Yeah, because on East Origins you play as the people who live in the land of Ease.
Oh, so it's not Origins isn't one, it's like a prequel.
Yeah,
And then book one and two. Okay, I got you.
yeah, and
I thought Origins was like the first game in the series, not
no, it's like it
prequel.
said, Ease Origins.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I should have thought of that.
But yeah, this was the game that my late brother got me into when he bought a TurboGrafx 16 home,
Aw.
and it was the CD version with a red book audio.
Oh, nice.
So oh my god, and the intro still amazed me till this day. It may be primitive to people these days, but it still blows me away.
Right. There's nothing wrong with older games.
No, what's amazing is that they have actual good voice actors and actresses. Like I didn't know that Alan Oppenheimer was one of the character voicing the characters on it. I'm like, really? And freaking Thomas Hayden Church. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know who Thomas Hayden Church is, y'all remember that movie Sideways or his portrayal of Sandman on Spider-Man 3? Yes, that's Spider-Man 3. Do you know who I'm talking about, Jane?
I do. I watched it. I watched Spider-Man 3 anyway. I mean, I know I didn't know who the character was before, but now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, on that story, he was the one who shot Uncle Ben by accident.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, I remember that really.
Yeah, but if you want to experience, if you don't have Turbo Graphics, if you want to experience East Book One and Two, you can play the East Chronicles that's on Steam right now, where you can play East Book One and Two.
I'll have to look into that then.
And also if you want, and it's not turn based or anything. It's the bump system.
No, I know.
You gotta bump into.
I've played older games that did that too. It's like you just like run into the enemy and they bump 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 bump.
Yeah, but you gotta watch your health because
Yeah.
because one of those enemies can take your hit points just like that.
Yeah.
So it's a grindy game, but I play it for the visuals and the music.
Right. No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I know. I know there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting people know. Like,
Okay, sorry.
yeah. So yeah, and you might like it. And I got some of the and I got some of the no, and thanks to my wife, she helped me get the other East games for my Steam account. Thanks to her.
Nice.
And what else? What else? Oh, and one of these days I need to cosplay as Dogi one day. Because yeah. And also on YouTube right now, you could go on Neil Falcom's YouTube channel and you could listen to all the game soundtracks from their game library. Even the trial series, the trial series, the name it, they'll have it.
Mm-hmm.
just like what Squeenix is doing on their YouTube channel, where you can listen to all their music.
You might get copyright claimed if you like add it to a video or something, though.
Yeah, so watch out for that. Yeah, you can listen to it, but you can't add it to your video.
No, of course not. That would be too nice.
Or just do what I do: go to a different video platform where they can't find you.
Yeah, it works too.
So, how big is your backlog?
I got like a shelf here. I got like a shelf there. I'm trying to juggle like 5 games at the moment, and it's not working. And then,
I was gonna say, just stick to the game that you're playing right now, and then when you finish it,
well, I'm playing like 5 different games right now. It's kind of hard to pick one.
no, pick the one that you really want to put your time in.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I kind of want to get the new Zelda game, but that's a whole time sink there. Like, and I have a habit of like playing a game a bit, and then I'll just like stop playing it because I'll get distracted by a different game, and then I'll try to go back to it like a year or 2 later, and I'll be like, "Where was I in this game?"
Oh yeah, that's why I take a picture of it. Like if I lost my way, like I put a game back in. I'm like, where was I? Like, let me look at my phone. Oh, I'm right there.
That's why I like some of those RPGs where it gives you like a synopsis of like where you were or what you were doing for your last quest or whatever. It's like, oh, on this last quest you did this and this, and you got the gang's headed over here or something. I'm like, I like that. Now I know where I'm going. Now I know what I'm doing.
Oh, Dragon Quest 11 did that. I mean,
Yeah, some of them do that. Speaking of which, so like I heard there's like Dragon Quest 10 was in Japan only, and it was like an online MMO.
Yeah.
But I heard they're trying to do a thing where it's like they're gonna make it single player and in America, so like you still experience the story of it, but just offline.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that actually does come out because I'm excited to play that one too. I don't really like online MMOs anyway, so like I'm not complaining that it's not an MMO anymore because I don't care. But
yeah, and I hope it works too. When I saw that on Play Agent, it says online version or offline version. I was like, what?
yeah, so I think they're trying to do it like an offline version in America, and hopefully they'll release that. And I'm still waiting for Dragon Quest 3, the 2.5D remake that Square Enix is supposedly doing, but they still don't have a release date yet for it. But they're doing the same. They're making it look like Octopath Traveler or like Live Alive, that like 2.5D, but it looks really pretty, and it still maintains the pixels and everything.
Yeah, I was amazed at that they did that. I was like, wow. Oh wait,
But there's no release date for it yet, and it's like, I'm going,
oh
when are you
yeah,
guys bring this game out?
yeah. Do you just hate when they do that?
Yeah.
Like right now, my wife Danielle, excuse me, she's waiting for the official release date for the Telltale series of The Expanse.
Yeah.
They still didn't drop a release date yet, but they said, oh, they showing gameplay and everything of it, but still no release date.
Well, we don't have an E3 this year, but maybe Summer Games Fest and these multiple different like PlayStation Play or Nintendo Directs. Maybe they'll eventually drop some information on some of these games that we're interested in, so we can finally have a release
Oh,
date.
but if you at the Tribeca Film Festival, you could play a little bit of The Expanse, the Telltale series,
Nice.
and I'm like, we're not in Tribeca, man.
Well,
Well,
I'm sure maybe like some footage of it will be leaked or something. Maybe.
yeah, like there was a leak for GTA 6, and people are saying that like this is the most expensive game that Rockstar and Take Two are doing.
Well, yeah, I can imagine that.
Oh, and speaking, and you want to know, well, I'm almost finished with this game, and I enjoyed it.
That's a fun game. I started that a little bit, but I haven't gotten super far because then I got distracted by another game. But I do have that game physically and digitally because I bought it physically, and then I'm like, oh right, I can't get any of the freaking DLC because it's an Asian import. So I'm like, well, let me get it digitally so I can get some of the DLC for it. And then I kind of just stopped playing it. So I need to go back and actually continue it because it was fun.
Yeah, and I had fun playing this game, but I just really, really hated doing the missions. Like defeat all the enemies in before your 7 turns are up, and I'm like, ugh. But
Yeah.
this is a fun game. I do recommend this game, people, if you're into the Super Robot War series. Yeah,
That's a good game too.
yeah, and
That's on
also,
my backlog too. Because I started 5 or V or 5, Super Robot Wars 5 or V. I started that. I need to continue that one too. And it's like,
on the other Super Robot Wars T, yeah, like the letter T.
mm-hmm.
I got That's how I got my wife hooked on it, and she went back to play the original Super Robot Wars games, and they're tough.
Yeah.
And
Well, those weren't localized, right? So we should just do a fan translation of them, or
no, she played the DS version or advanced version. It was on handhelds.
right? I do remember there was a Game Boy Advance version.
Yeah, yeah. And what she liked about Super Robot Wars T is that her favorite characters from like her favorite characters was on there with their
Well,
own.
yeah, they have all the different like mech anime
No,
stuff.
I was gonna say her favorite anime girls were on there. The girls from Magical Knights
Oh,
Rare.
nice. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of which, I have this game,
I think I have that one. I think.
Super Robot Tizen OG Saga, which is like a spin-off of Super Robot Wars. So it takes place, but it's turn-based. It's like a normal turn-based RPG. It's not a strategy one like the normal Super Robot Wars are. It's more of like a Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest where it's like turn-based type thing. But it's really fun.
Well, I think I have that. I just gotta go and see. If not, I will go to Play Asia. I doubt they'll have it, or go to Buy. Yeah, Pro Jared told me about this website called Buy, where if you want the Japanese version of a game that you really want but don't want to pay $500 for it,
Oh, okay.
here you go.
And I guess
Yeah,
there's a sequel to this game, but it never got fully localized. But you can get an English translation patch for it, and that works too.
yeah, like the English patch of my personal favorite strategy RPG game called Namco X Capcom.
Never heard of that one, actually.
It's all the characters from the under the Namco and under the Capcom and Namco umbrella.
Oh, nice.
I bet the reason why it won't be coming over
Licensing, probably, yeah.
and the translation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it is a very fun game, but I just hate when games that you really like are locked away by licensing and all that.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy playing as Captain Commando, and they have the only time you can play Super. I mean, you can play Namco X Capcom like game. It's called Project X Zone 1 and 2 on the 3DS.
Oh, yeah, I think I have the first one, actually. I just never played it.
I got both of them, but I like Namco X Capcom because it's cool that that King and Felicia can do a tag team together.
Right.
I said that's cool. two cat people taking on enemies.
Yeah. And that's the funny thing is I think that's why they can't officially sell Super Robot Wars in the West here is because of licensing issues. But it's like, oh well, you can go to Play Asia and it's in English and you can buy it, but we can't actually put it on store shelves because of licensing issues. But you can go to this secret website and it's in English and you can buy it.
Yeah. Like this was on game store shelf, but people didn't buy it. This.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about the sticker. Hold on. There you go.
Nice.
It's a Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Like all the characters from Capcom going against the people under the Tatsunoko IP.
Is it a fighting game or is it?
Yeah, it's a fighting game.
Okay. I think I vaguely remember seeing that on store shelves, but it was very limited because I'm pretty sure like it was like not that many people bought it. So like once they sold out of it, it was gone kind of thing.
No, people didn't buy it because it wasn't Namco X. No, it wasn't it wasn't Marvel versus Capcom.
Right. Yeah.
That's why. But hey, Frank West is on here.
Nice.
All the originals, all the people you know from Capcom is on here, but the people just don't know about the about some of the characters under the Tatsunoko umbrella. You know,
right? Yeah.
Like I do. Like I know the Gotchamen. I know Yadamen. I know all the people from there. It's just a darn shame. And yes, Mega Man Volnut from Mega Man Legends is on here. Yeah, that's one game series that Capcom just abandoned because everybody wanted to play Mega Man Legends so bad, but I was there when they officially canceled it. I was like, damn. Just damn.
Well, what, you mean the original, or was that like a remake or that they were doing or something, or what?
No, it was supposed to be a continuation from Mega Man Legends 2.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah, that's a shame.
No, you should check out that episode of what happened about Mega Man Legends 3. And I was like,
take a look at that. Yeah.
And I was like, man, Capcom, just wow.
Capcom has a habit of just killing all their older IPs. Really? Like, all these good IPs they had, and they just cancel them, and all they work on is Resident Evil and Street Fighter. And there's nothing wrong with Street Fighter, but it's like, all you're focusing on is two of your IPs when you had all these good IPs you used to have, and you just kind of kill them off. Or like, just sell the IPs to like a different company that would actually make a new game for it that like the series.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or do what Capcom always do, just take the character and just slap a character's skin on a Monster Hunter and all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Monster Hunter. It's all right.
It's all right.
Because I really missed the Breath of Fire series. It was really, really good. And they just kind of canceled that after 4. I mean, 4. Oh, no, the Dragon Quarter, but that doesn't really count as a dragon.
Yeah, and I want to play a new final fight game, but no, they just shoved them into Street Fighter, and I'm like,
yeah.
And I was looking forward. I thought Capcom was gonna make a remake of my personal favorite Resident Evil game, Code Veronica, but nope, it's 4. I'm like, again.
Yeah.
Like, again. And it baffles me, like, after when Resident Evil 4 remake was released, they waited 2 weeks just to shove in a microtransaction. I'm like,
yeah. You'd make a lot more money if you actually revive some of these old IPs you used to have.
Yeah, Strider, Final Fight, Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Even Beautiful Joe, I think, would sell pretty decent.
I miss Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
It has a kick-ass soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I would like bring back Beautiful Joe. Like I have the second one I have the GameCube version of the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the last Mega Man game, actual new Mega Man game, was Mega Man 11, and after that,
yep.
Oh, cool! We could play Mega Man X again on these Legacy collections and the original Blue Bomber himself. Like, but can y'all make a brand new one? Oh, y'all can't because Inafune is gone.
Yeah.
And yeah. And yeah, and oh yeah. And Konami says we're gonna be making a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, and I'm like, sure, yeah.
Meanwhile, when was the last time we had a decent Silent Hill game? Why make a new one? Silent Hill PT or whatever that was. That looked really fun game, and they just kind of canceled that.
Yeah, because having Hideo Kojima and Gero,
they all had to leave.
Yeah, and they just killed it. And what's kind of shitty is that they sent out bots to scrap it all. People who owned it.
Yeah, which is bullshit. Because
I'm like that's scummy.
It really is.
And you could play as Mega Man 0. You can play as this dude.
Yeah.
A Legacy collection. But yeah. So yeah, people, we're not bashing on these game companies. We just wish they revive their IPs,
And listen to the fans.
Yeah. Me and my friend Tyler, my other co-host, we really want to see Kane and Raziel back.
Yeah, those were fun games. Legacy, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 were I wasn't that big into the whole Kane ones, but I love the Soul Reaver ones. And the Defiance was really fun. And then they just kind of stopped, or at least remake Defiance and maybe Soul Reaver 2 or something. Those are fun games.
No, I like Defiance because I do like the gameplay of Kane and Raziel on it.
Yeah, it was a good game.
And the voice acting and the atmosphere and the music, man, haunting. I tell you, it's so freaking haunting.
And the story was so good. The whole story was Soul Reaver and everything like that.
You know what? You just gave me an idea.
Everything.
What?
Kane was jealous of Raziel.
Yeah. Yeah, on the very first one.
Yeah. I don't remember much of the story of the second one, though. It's been a long time. I have the second one on PS2 somewhere, but
I do too, and I have the original.
I have the first one digital somewhere too. I think I have the first one digital on my PS3.
Oh, I got the physical copy of it. It was $10. It was $10. But yeah, like, and yes, it's been, yeah, Squeenix sold it off to Embracer, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but when is Embracer gonna make a new one?
Wasn't that Eidos, or did Eidos merge? Oh yeah, Eidos merged with Squaresoft.
Yeah,
yeah,
they merged with Square Enix.
Because that was so cool. Like you could just like impale your enemies, and then
they Victus.
Yeah, that was a good.
Oh yeah, and me and my friend Tyler, my other co-host, we are still gonna try to do a group a cosplay of Kane and Raziel. He wants to be Raziel. I can be Kane.
Nice.
No, because I could be a bastard sometimes. and yeah, you just, like I said, you just gave me an idea. If you're here for in October or September, maybe I should do a Legacy of Kane episode.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But yeah, and oh, and just to let you know that my wife said it's like if you do want to move up here, it's like it's like where you are, but it just depends on where you want to stay at. That's right.
Because obviously we're not gonna move to like a big city like Seattle or something. We can't afford that shit.
Yeah, we can't afford that either. And besides, we saw the prices for trying to rent an apartment, and we was like,
yeah, like, nope, not happening.
So yeah, Tacoma is cool. It is cool.
I have to keep that in mind. We haven't decided yet. Plus, it's probably going to be a couple of years before we're able to move anywhere.
Oh, I'm trying to save up, huh?
Yeah, we're trying to pay off some of these bills first, too.
So, oh, okay. Well, so I'm gonna. So, did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
And maybe if you're free, if you're free next Monday, we could try again if you want.
Yeah, because I have a list of upcoming games I'm excited for, so maybe we can do that Monday or something.
Yeah, I wrote down my list of games I'm excited for this year, not just the months, but this year.
Yeah, me too. I didn't go by months. I just kind of games that were coming out this year.
Yeah, but because I told my friends like I'm back into playing point and click adventure games, and I am excited to finally play Star Trek Resurgence.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a Telltale game, but it's not. But and what's cool is that it's the story. It's set in the Star Trek: The Next Generation's timeline.
Right.
I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be cool," and I am looking forward to playing RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I looked on PlayAsia and like there's going to be a physical copy, so I don't have to buy it on Steam.
The only problem I have with PlayAsia games is that obviously they're import. So if you ever do want to get like a DLC for it, you have to buy the English version or like digitally. Otherwise, like you can't, like the DLC won't combine. Like you can't buy the DLC of America account unless you make a whole separate account. And I like my OCD does not want me to like make a whole separate account because I'm like, I just have my normal Nintendo account or my normal PlayStation account, and I just use that the whole time. I don't want to have to make a whole separate account and make it set in Japan just so I can get the DLC for these games.
Oh yeah, I should.
My OCD will not allow me to do that.
I should write that down as our other topic for our next show. Like why the hassle for DLCs?
Yeah, DLC should be like was it like no, like not region locked. You know,
Yeah.
like why? Like it should still recognize. Like in the one thing, it's like in the one game. Oh god, I can't remember what game it is. One game on the Switch is like I have it, and like I got the Demon Gaze Extra on the Switch, and like you go to it on the menu, and you go to eShop, and it's like, oh, we don't know what the hell game this is. Like literally, because I bought it like it's the UK version actually in English, but like it's like, oh, we don't know what freaking game this is, and I'm like, well, that's kind of dumb. Obviously, it's like it's telling you right on the menu what game it is, and
Yeah.
you got the information, but like it won't let you access the UK Switch shop. I'm like, this is stupid. Why does it have to be region locked like that?
Yeah, because like they know that region lock games was stupid back in the 360 and PS3 game days. So
All right,
everything
maybe
is everything.
computer.
Yeah, everything is region locked now, but
I
not.
mean, technically, the game isn't region lock. It still plays, thankfully, but the
Yeah,
DLC is, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't see why the DLC has to be though.
yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say that like the games aren't region locked, but the DLCs are. And I'm like, how does that function? Huh?
Yeah,
how how?
yeah. And like, if it's just like a few cosmetic things, like it's not that big a deal. But some of these games have like whole levels or dungeons or whatever that you can buy as DLC or a season pass or whatever that includes different characters and everything like that. And I'm like, well, yeah, I want to buy the new characters, and I can't do that. I'm like, unless I buy the game again digitally, because I still like having the game physically. That's why I go to PlayAsia in the first place.
Yeah, and I was happy that when I bought the collector's edition of SD Gundam Battle Alliance, it came with the season pass, so I could get everything. I got
Yeah,
everything.
that's good at least.
Yeah, and I'll put that.
Or like, sorry.
But no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Or like one of the things is like, oh yeah, well it comes with DLC, but like it's just like, yeah, you have to make a whole different account to download the DLC code that it comes with. And I'm like,
Yeah. So
I'm like,
so
I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to make a whole separate account. I like having just the one account.
yeah, and
If it includes it in the actual game, that's one thing.
right,
That's a good thing. Yeah.
right, like y'all didn't learn from the on this DLC debacle, right? Sheesh.
Well, and that's the cool thing is that some of these games do like it's it's in-game like currency you spend. It's not a gacha, but it's like in-game currency you spend to unlock cosmetic changes without having to buy a whole ass DLC for it. And that's how games should be. Or like have an achievement where if you do like complete the game in so much time or something like that, then you can unlock the cosmetic changes without having to buy something totally separate. I don't like that practice, you know?
Like you see Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, you should have done that in the first place. In-game currency.
Right.
In-game currency.
Yeah, it's like, oh, if you like so many battles, you get like a little like coin or something. You can use that for unlocking shit.
Like they did that for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I had to play a lot just to unlock
Yeah.
certain characters like Storm or Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
But it was worth it. But jeez Louise. Oh,
Yeah, the only Marvel was a Capcom game I got is 3 Ultimate or whatever.
oh, I got that too because
But I don't have Infinite. I don't have Infinite because that game sucked.
no,
But
you don't. You know, I was gonna say you don't want it. You don't.
no. But I got the original 3 or whatever it was, and I'm like, it was all right. But
Yeah, it wasn't amazing, but it and another shameless plug, like go to Matt McMuscle's What Happened episode on that. Like the gameplay of Infinite is great, but the rest of it was like, ugh.
yeah, you know what actual fighting game I love a lot, but not that many people really know about or talk about is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Is a really, really fun freaking fighting game. I think I got you into that, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's an awesome freaking fighting game. And I love the character design. I guess I just need to watch this freaking anime apparently. Because like the character design is amazing. The freaking moves are really fun. The game is good. It even has an RPG mode. So it's
Yeah,
like it has its own cool ass story mode. Well, it's like RPG, but with a fighting game mixed with
yeah,
it. It's so freaking cool. And then you can still go online and do it competitively, and it's awesome.
yeah. And
No one talks about it, and I'm like, oh, this deserves more than it did.
oh, I am definitely putting that on the list. That's going to be our top discussion.
I got the season pass for it though, so I do have all the characters. Like one of the
Well,
few games I have the season pass for, but
well, yeah. Well, I need to. Well, when it finally drops, I'll buy the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus where all the characters are unlocked.
oh yeah,
But I was gonna say, yeah, and I especially love the lady where she does the wrestling moves. I was like, damn, this chick is awesome.
oh yeah, yeah. She's
Like,
like what? Yeah, she's awesome.
yeah, and once they said it was her, I was like, oh, gotcha.
It's yeah, it's so freaking cool that they were like inclusive like that and actually had like like a transgender woman as like,
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's awesome.
yeah. I was like, I, I just, I wish she had her own game. That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, she's awesome. And like, well, apparently they're supposedly making like, so they had, and it's all based on this anime. So they had the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which is a fighting game,
Uh-huh.
and then supposedly they're supposed to be making a Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which is an action RPG with
Yeah,
the same characters and set in the same anime. But we still don't have a release date for that either. And I'm like, I'm really excited for that game. Please come out. Please don't get canceled.
yeah. Because I don't want to sit through another another AAA title where they promise this and then all of a sudden, oh, it's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh like this is gonna be my last tangent because oh my goodness, like I I was keeping my standards low for Redfall because
Mm.
I knew they was gonna put up to play single player on it. You got to be online. I was like, yep, that killed it.
Yeah.
And look at it now.
Yeah.
Look,
You know what was a fun game series that I think they should bring back or port?
ooh,
Um, I know it's gonna sound stupid, but it's like the two PS2 Evil Dead games were actually really fun.
I just I wanted to get that, but I wasn't well, you know me, I wasn't big on Evil Dead. I was just a casual.
No, I get that. I love the series. Like I'm a huge Evil Dead fan, and the two like Fistful of Boomstick and Regeneration, I think, or something. I can't remember what the second game was called, but those two PS2 and I think it was Xbox also games were
Mhm.
actually really fun single player. Like more like it wasn't quite Resident Evil because it didn't take itself seriously, and it was more of like a top down, and you just go and kill a bunch of zombies. And it
Yeah,
was like it was mindless game, but it was still really fun. And actual Bruce Campbell voiced a lot of the voice lines
yeah,
for it, and it was a decent game for like the time for that kind of game. It was really fun. And I'm like, just port this game to like PlayStation Network so I can at least play it again, like instead of having to dig out my fucking PS2 or something, you know.
yeah.
But then
Like
now they have that like Evil Dead, the new Evil Dead game, but it's literally just Dead by Daylight with a
yeah,
skin. And I'm like, and of course, then Dead by Daylight even has an Ash Williams in it. But it's like it's all the same kind of game, and I'm like, I don't want that.
yeah. And I was looking, and once I think yeah, on that award show, you know what I'm talking about. It
Mhm.
happens every December.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
On that award show, I was like, holy crap, a new Transformers movie? But when you want to know what killed it for me,
Mm.
multiplayer game only. I was like, mm, like, mm.
Yeah,
I was like, War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron were amazing games. High Moon Studios did an amazing job, but you want to know who killed it? Bobby Kotick. He killed it because we was looking for a new War for a new Cybertron game, but no, it was a movie tie-in.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, oh my goodness, but yeah. I cannot wait to talk about these topics this Monday coming up. And hey, I may have my other co-host with me.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, so Cheyenne, have any shameless plugs?
Uh, Not yet. I'm still building up my one YouTube channel, and my other YouTube channel isn't related to gaming at all. So I'm like, probably not.
Oh, if
But
it
maybe next time when I actually have my other YouTube channel built up a little bit more, I'll
oh, I
put it.
was gonna say, is it gonna be like art related?
No, it's gonna be more just like like vlogs and me talking about like conspiracy theories and paranormal stuff, more like that, as opposed to like art.
Oh,
But
I was gonna say, oh, so you're gonna trying to talk about the unsolved mysteries about a haunted castle. Hmm?
yeah, different stuff like that, or maybe reacting to ghost videos and stuff like that, or talking about different conspiracy theories. Where it's like, did we really go to the moon, or is the Earth really flat? It's not, but because like I find conspiracy theories fascinating, but like there's very few that I actually believe in. But it's still really fun to talk about, like entertain the notion that maybe, but it's like, but there's very few I actually believe in. But it's still fun to talk about, I think.
Yeah, because my friend she has a YouTube channel where she talks about that too. Like she talked about some ghosts in people's pictures. I was
Yeah,
like, oh, that's creepy.
and there's a lot of different like supposedly like ghost caught on video channels out there, and like it'd be fun to react to some of those and be like, okay, this is fake as hell. Oh, maybe that one looks real. Like, but like you never really know because like editing's
Yeah,
so easy nowadays. Anyone can freaking edit a video, and
yeah.
it's still fun to like suspend your disbelief and just watching like, oh,
Yeah, maybe I should go back to doing some reaction videos because you want to know what people like in my videos when I do unboxing videos. They like when I do it.
unboxing videos are fun.
Yeah, when I get stuff from Play Asia and all.
I see. I'm too excited when I get a package and I don't want to immediately open it. I don't want to have to wait to get the camera and do all that. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this right now.
Well, it's it's called patience.
Yeah,
You gotta have a lot of patience.
yeah.
I bet when your package from Play Asia or or other companies come to your doorstep, you'd be like,
Yep, basically.
I was like that during Christmas time when I was growing up.
Or if I get like like if I order like a collector's edition or limited edition, I'm like, let me see. Like,
Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna send you the link of my unboxing video of East 9 because the box is cool because on the cover of it it looks like they're in prison, but when you take it out, they're not.
oh, nice.
Yeah, that is cool. So my shameless plug is that you can find the Lex Factor show here on YouTube and Player, aka Utreon. I don't know why they changed their name to Player or Play. Uh, Utreon 2.0. I'll still put videos on there, and don't worry, people. My convention videos are on hiatus right now because I need to make some new cosplays, and I may go to a summer. I may go to SummerCon this summer. Yeah, SummerCon is like going to the fan expo in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a video of that too, and it was cool that I took a picture with WWE superstar Sheamus and Giancarlo Esposito.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. And once you get your YouTube set up, I'll make sure to subscribe to you.
Oh, thanks.
You haven't subscribed to me yet.
On YouTube? I thought I did.
No, it didn't show up.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna have to go and do it right now.
Oh no, look here. I'll show you what it looks like here.
I thought I
Oh,
did, though. We won't get the phones out. It's phone time.
it looks like this.
No, it says I'm subscribed to you.
It did. It does.
Yeah, see, look. Oh, I don't know if I can actually see it, but subscribe.
Oh, okay.
I thought I did. I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure.
and and also people, if you're looking for some indie games that you want to build up your library, and you don't know what indie games you want to pick up, I advise you, please check out I Dream of Indie, because I talked to the creators of I Dream of Indie here on YouTube. The link, I'll put the link down here of me talking to them, as there are awesome people. Because the creators are Old Gamer Joe and Silent Signs, and they have a wonderful community there. And I'm part of their Discord, and we have a lot of fun because thanks to me, they made only indies, if you know what I mean, where we share a lot of dirty jokes there. But yeah, and also thanks to me, they have a toy collection corner over there where you can share all your cool collections, because this is what I got for free comic book day.
Nice.
Yeah. So other than that,
you got to take her out of the package, though. You can't just leave her in the box.
I'm gonna take her out.
But you're not one of those people who just always keep it in a box and just put it on a shelf and never open it.
No, I'll just keep the ones that I actually like in the box.
Right.
But which one should I open? This one or this one? This one. No, I'm asking, which one should I open?
The one in the red open, and keep the one in the purple in the box.
Okay. Yeah, this one is a Entertainment Earth exclusive, limited.
Yeah, I would keep that one in a box. Yeah.
So, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this brand new installment of season 2 of the Lex Factor Show, where I talk about 80s and 90s pop culture and video games with my co-host here, Miss Cheyenne here. And does she have an awesome room? Let me take down that poster.
Mess, don't look at my room, it's a mess.
Look, my place is a mess too, but people like when I have Sailor Saturn over there. Seriously,
well, unfortunately, I'm just in my living room. I don't have like a wall immediately behind me. Otherwise, I could put some like posters up or something. I mean, I have a few posters, but
yeah, I see them, and I just don't know why they give Sailor Saturn so much hate. I just don't know why. Like, because why
gave me this for my birthday when she was in California, when she was in South Carolina. So I don't even know what Sailor Moon this is, but
that's Sailor Mars.
Okay, but I thought it was cute. I'm like, oh, nice.
Sailor Mars, yes, her element. She shoots out fire, everything fire related.
I just never really got into that one. The anime.
Oh, it was the Sailor Moon is still big here in the West.
Oh, I know.
It's still big.
I see a lot of merchandise for it all over the place. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and have you seen the opening intro for the American version of Sailor?
No, I don't think I have.
You should see it and just be amazed by it. Like, just be like, wow. Well, yeah. But other than that, thank you all for watching, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. So, take care.